Ever walked away from an interaction feeling completely drained and questioning your own reality? That hollow feeling in your chest, that mental fog that makes you doubt your own memories. You're not imagining it. You've just experienced a narcissist's emotional manipulation. These master manipulators thrive by draining your energy, twisting your reality, and making you question your own worth. But what if I told you there's a single question, just one perfectly crafted question, that could instantly shatter their carefully constructed facade? This question cuts straight through their manipulation tactics and forces them to reveal their true nature within seconds. Today, I'm sharing this psychological tool that will completely transform how you handle difficult people. By the end of this video, you'll understand exactly what drives narcissistic behavior, recognize their manipulation tactics instantly, and most importantly, you'll know how to use Stoic principles to maintain your inner peace while effectively setting boundaries. This isn't about winning arguments or changing difficult people. Both are outside your control. This is about reclaiming your personal power and protecting your emotional well-being. Are you ready to take back control of your life and relationships? Let's dive in. To effectively handle a narcissist, you need to understand what drives their behavior. At their core, narcissists operate from profound insecurity, which they desperately hide behind a mask of superiority and control. Every interaction becomes a transaction where they extract emotional energy from you to fill their own emptiness. Notice how conversations with them leave you feeling confused and drained. That's by design. Their tactics, from charm to guilt-tripping to rage, are calculated to keep you off balance and under control. The ancient Stoics recognized these personality types thousands of years ago. Marcus Aurelius warned us to expect to meet difficult people daily, not as pessimism, but as practical preparation. The key Stoic insight is this: while you cannot control others' behavior, you have complete authority over your response. Their actions reflect their inner world. Your reaction is entirely yours to choose. When you react emotionally to manipulation, you hand over your power. When you respond with calm clarity, you retain it. This isn't about suppressing emotions or tolerating mistreatment. It's about responding strategically rather than reacting impulsively. As Epictetus taught, no one can hurt you without your permission. Stoic philosophy offers the perfect psychological shield against manipulation. The core Stoic practice is the pause, that crucial space between stimulus and response where your freedom lies. When provoked, take a breath. This simple act disrupts the narcissist's entire strategy, which depends on your immediate emotional reaction. Seneca advised, "The greatest remedy for anger is delay." This wisdom is particularly powerful when dealing with master manipulators. The Stoics distinguished between what we can control and what we cannot. You cannot control someone's narcissistic behavior, but you have absolute authority over how you respond to it. Every time you refuse to be provoked into anger, defensiveness, or excessive explanation, you strengthen your psychological resilience. You demonstrate through action that their tactics have no power over you. Your emotional reactions are the narcissist's fuel. When you stop providing that fuel, they lose their influence over you. Before revealing the question that exposes them completely, let's identify the warning signs of narcissistic behavior. Watch for these red flags. First, entitlement. They genuinely believe rules apply to others, but not to them. Their needs automatically supersede yours, and they react with disproportionate anger or hurt when this natural order is challenged. Second, empathy deficit. They can mimic compassion when it serves them, but quickly dismiss your feelings when inconvenient. Pain that isn't their own simply doesn't register as important. Third, validation addiction. They require constant admiration and attention. Normal appreciation is never enough. They need to be recognized as exceptional in everything. Fourth, reality distortion. They'll confidently deny saying things you clearly heard, twist conversations to serve their narrative, and make you question your own memory and perception. This classic gaslighting makes you doubt your reality. Pay close attention to how they respond when you express a need or set a boundary. Healthy individuals will listen and adjust. Narcissists will push back, argue, or make you feel selfish for having needs at all. Now for the question that exposes a narcissist instantly. What would you do if you could never impress anyone again? This question is psychologically devastating to a narcissist because it targets their greatest fear: being ordinary, invisible, unspecial. It removes all their sources of external validation in one hypothetical scenario, forcing them to confront the emptiness they've spent their entire lives running from. A secure person can easily answer this question. They might focus on personal satisfaction, inner values, or what genuinely brings them joy regardless of external validation. But a narcissist, this question terrifies them because their entire identity depends on how others see them. Without admiration, without the ability to manipulate perceptions, who are they? Watch their reaction carefully. You'll likely see immediate discomfort, deflection, anger, or a quick attempt to change the subject. This reaction tells you everything you need to know about their true character. This question works because it bypasses their practiced defenses and strikes directly at their core vulnerability. It creates instant psychological clarity about who you're really dealing with. When you ask this revealing question, adopt the Stoic practice of calm observation. Don't engage in arguments or attempt to prove your point. Simply observe their reaction with emotional detachment. This isn't coldness, it's clarity. Your goal isn't to win a debate or change their perspective. Your goal is to see clearly who they are, protect your boundaries, and maintain your inner peace. As Marcus Aurelius advised, be like the rocky headland against which the waves continuously break. It stands firm, and around it the seething waters are laid to rest. This calm observation becomes your strength. When they realize they cannot provoke you, cannot extract the emotional reactions they seek, they lose their influence over you. Their tactics only work against someone who's emotionally invested in their approval. When you step back and simply observe their behavior with clarity, you break free from their manipulation. Setting and maintaining firm boundaries without excessive explanation is crucial when dealing with narcissists. Understand this fundamental truth. Narcissists don't view boundaries as legitimate expressions of your needs. They see them as obstacles to overcome, barriers to demolish. When you set a boundary, expect immediate testing. They'll use charm, intimidation, guilt, or any manipulation to get you to lower your defenses. This is where Stoic practice becomes essential. State your boundary once, clearly, without emotional charge. Then, enforce it consistently without further explanation or justification. No is a complete sentence. Lengthy explanations only provide material for them to argue against and manipulate. Instead of saying, "I don't think I can help with that extra project because I'm already overwhelmed with my current workload," simply say, "I'm not available for that." Instead of saying, "I feel hurt when you speak to me that way," say directly, "Don't speak to me that way." The moment you begin justifying your boundaries, you signal that they're negotiable. They're not. Your calm consistency is more powerful than any argument. By refusing to engage in their emotional manipulation, you dismantle their control mechanism. Let's apply this to a real-life situation. Imagine a coworker who regularly takes credit for your ideas while shifting their responsibilities onto you. You've helped them repeatedly, believing in teamwork, but noticed a pattern of exploitation rather than collaboration. When you finally set a boundary, "I won't be taking on your reports anymore," they respond with guilt. "I thought we were a team. I've got so much pressure from management. Are you really going to let me struggle?" Instead of defending your decision or feeling guilty, calmly ask, "What would you do if you couldn't impress anyone anymore?" Watch their reaction. If they become defensive, make excuses, or attack you, they've revealed their true mindset. A genuinely overwhelmed colleague would ask for help respectfully, not attempt to manipulate you. Follow with a clear boundary. "I'll be focusing on my own projects going forward." No debate, no justification, just clarity. Their influence over you dissolves when you see them clearly and refuse to engage in their manipulation tactics. In romantic relationships, narcissistic manipulation can be particularly devastating because of the emotional intimacy involved. You might notice your partner never takes responsibility when problems arise. If you express hurt feelings, they respond with, "You're just oversensitive." "Nobody else has a problem with how I communicate." Instead of defending your feelings or doubting your perception, ask directly, "What would you do if you lost everyone's admiration?" Their reaction, whether anger, defensiveness, or playing the victim, reveals the truth. The relationship was never about mutual growth and support. It was about control and validation. This clarity, though painful, is ultimately liberating. It allows you to make decisions based on reality rather than the illusion they've created. Remember Epictetus's wisdom. First, decide what you want to be. Then do what you have to do. Once you see the truth, honor yourself by acting on it, however difficult that may be. Your emotional well-being is non-negotiable. Your self-respect is not up for debate. Let's outline practical Stoic strategies to protect yourself from narcissistic manipulation. Practice emotional detachment during interactions. Their power depends on provoking emotional reactions. Deny them this fuel. When they attempt to provoke you, take a breath and choose your response deliberately. Keep conversations brief and factual. The gray rock method, being as interesting as a gray rock, removes their narcissistic supply. Don't offer personal information they can use against you later. Refuse to engage in circular arguments or defend yourself against false accusations. These are designed to drain your energy. State your truth once, then disengage. Focus on your own well-being rather than changing the narcissist. Their transformation is not your responsibility. Your peace of mind is. Strengthen your psychological resilience through daily Stoic reflection. Regularly ask yourself, what is within my control in this situation, and what must I accept? Remember, your freedom comes not from changing them, but from transforming your response. As Marcus Aurelius taught, the happiness of your life depends upon the quality of your thoughts. The journey to freedom from narcissistic manipulation isn't easy, but it leads to genuine psychological independence. The question I've shared today, what would you do if you could never impress anyone again, isn't meant to hurt or expose narcissists out of vengeance. It's a tool for clarity that helps you see reality clearly and make decisions based on truth rather than manipulation. Their greatest fear is being truly seen. Your greatest power is the ability to see clearly and respond wisely. Stay strong, stay centered, and remember, your peace is worth protecting. Your energy is precious. Your boundaries deserve respect. If you found value in these insights, hit subscribe and join our community of Stoic warriors. Together, we're building lives of authentic strength, clarity, and independence. I'll see you in the next video.